I don't know why, but this has been a deck I've just been more fascinated with the more I see Orbeetle in play. But Orbeetle Vmax, the artwork is very nice. I love the UFO look and the light beam coming down, the Eeerie Beam. Eeerie Beam is just sick. I love seeing it in action because I love seeing it like happen multiple times in a turn. I mean, it's amazing how many times you can just drop a counter on everybody. And then it's good. It's just a simple deck. Snorlax, look at that happy little guy. Look at that happy little fat guy getting ready to eat. Now he's all sleepy because he got done happy eating. That's basically all it is. It's just, that's it. It's just the Orbeetle Vs. The Orbeetle Vmaxes will be the ones attacking, doing the damage, and our Snorlaxes will be giving us the draw support and the start setup. And I love the idea, since we're playing Birdkeeper over here, to have, I want to Sina Rowlet to do that 60 damage, which is fun as heck seeing that happen. And then we have a lot of stuff there. We got the Bird Keepers, we got the switches, we got the U-turn boards. So there's a lot of way to constantly swap out these Orbeetles and play. Crushing Hammers, I like the idea of this version of the deck because, you know, you do more damage with it, more energies, but then also you slow someone down. It's always going to slow down. That stuff's in every deck now. You got the Pokédow's, the stall to annoy while you're setting up. So it's a very well-made, thought-out deck. I mean, there's a lot of... Orbeetle is just amazing. We got the draw support right there. You saw the quick balls and everything again. The Stadium to help get the evolutions out with the evolution incenses. Capture Journey, get out more of the Beetles, get out Snorlax for you too, and then switch them in their weakness guard. Very helpful because it goes against the fires, which makes helpful on aromatic energy is key here because I've gone a lot playing this, and that is helpful in a lot of decks, especially with how Eternus wants to do poison now. It's like, they're like, darn, I can't do anything. So that's it. Favorite over regular grass energy. So maybe a Guzman Hollow could work out in this. And you saw the usual healing, because if he doesn't get one-hit KO, that you can heal with the Malalanas, and you got the Giovanni's, obviously, but... Orbeetle V. There's many deck variants. This is just the plain old Orbeetle V, taking the spotlight with his Eeerie Beam. That kind of rhymed, but yeah. We're going to see how that works. What be powerful. Off to an okay start I get. That's what I kind of want to see. So we got a nice setup going. The only downside is we have those two mallets. But we're going to draw 4 cards. That's the point of it. What I like about Snorlax with this deck is he sits there. The other guys, they get the chance to get them. The energy, as you can see, what sucks is when you don't get the energy on the first turn. So I'm still behind, but at least we're doing damage dropping. And we can stall again if they don't knock out Snorlax, which I doubt they can. And then you can also stall again for the Dow to finally get you those 2 energies. Pardon me. Weather outside is frightful, but it's oh so delightful. So we'll be getting a Orbital V. And then again, as I was saying about Snorlax, you do that so you have 7 cards in hand. And that kind of is a way to make sure your opponent's like, I can't boss this turn or I can't do this turn because for some reason, I honestly don't get it. Unless you know what's in the other person's hand. Like for me, I know it's bad when they have a big hand, but it forces your opponent to play a Marnie a lot of times because they'll see you have, he got that 7, he's got a nice full hand. He can do anything. Well, I'll Marnie him down. But then there are times where you pray for, there's a lot of you out there. How many of you comment below if you've got this from the video and you're paying attention. Comment below. How many times you've been like, yeah, thanks for the Marnie, because it's probably in these videos a couple times where I've had them like, oh, thank you for the Marnie, because you could Professor's Research, you could do whatever to draw stuff, and then you draw nothing. You're like, I can't do anything with this hand. Or you're set up nice enough where there are a lot of times where I'm set up, and I'm like, why do I need to draw? Like, I don't need to. My hand is already at like 10, 15 cards in hand. And the opponent's sitting there like, oh, he shouldn't have 10 cards in hand. It's like, I don't need 10 cards in hand. I don't need to do anything. I've had that happen quite a bit where I'm like, I don't need... If they were to stamp me down to whatever low count I have, it wouldn't matter to me because I'm already enough. There's a smart time like right now. They got a big hand. Now, right now would be a time to use the Marnie just to annoy them because they got stuff off of that and that they search something specific. You know how that works. But for me, that's what I like about the Snorlax. Not only that you get the draw, but even it really isn't that much of a downside because unless they KO it, they're gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna Marnie your hand away because that big 7-count hand's like, whatever. And of course I don't get the crushing hammers. I never do. But we're gonna do that. Get rid of their big hand just to annoy them. Alright, do you think 3 hammers, I can get one to work? Never. I don't know why I even bother playing them. More often than not, I never get it to work. But, eh. So we're going to draw here. And again, like that, look how many times you get the draw with the Snorlax. And then if they do something to me, I can Marnie... like, next turn we'll be able to go. If we can get Snorlax out of the active spot, that's the only downside right now. But if they're going to attack that Snorlax, seeing how they got the switch, then it's okay. Because what I like about the Snorlax, again, it gives you the draw. Because you want to attack with these guys, set them up. He's there, perfect in the active, gives you the draw support you need, forces your opponent to not boss something or do something else, and forces them to maybe Marnie that hand away, which gives you free from a boss. And he's only 1 prize down, and then this turns the game into a 7-card game, basically. A 7-prize game, I should say, because they knocked down 1, they still got knocked down 2 Orbeetle Vmaxes. So either way, that turns into a 7 game. If they knock out some other thing, it turns into an 8-prize game for them, while we're just at the 6, for the most part. Excuse me again, because what I like about like matchups like these, Zacian has to have at least 3 energy on him. So we'll be doing 200 damage. I know they take the minus 30, but again, you have the Orbeetle Vs to spread all the damage around. There you go. Same thing with the ADP in the deck. You're going to be doing 200 damage to them on top of the Eeerie Beams that you're going to do multiple times. And that's where it's fun to have I Want a Sena. They could put it into there, and you can, you know, swap someone else out to hit, while you could have little Rowlet, you know, maybe. That's also a nice option. Maybe a Great Catcher, some Pokemon Catchers, or Fione to force something to the bench, and then our Bird Guy can Bird Keeper knock out. So, thankfully, they do this. We need the energy, though. So we have no more, which kind of sucks. That's the only downside. I feel like I don't need to waste it. Because I do need that energy. There we go. And none of their Pokemon are going to be able to one-shot me. We don't need you anymore because I can't get anything out of you anymore. Just in case I need the draw again, because I'm going to need the draw. And yeah, I know I'm going to be doing 170, but then he's at 190. He's going down pretty much if I just get another one, he's going to go down by the Eeerie Beams. Which isn't good for my opponent. And he can't attack right now. He's going to have to switch himself. They haven't been able to pull off. Thank you for the Marnie. Cold weather. And the Eeerie Beam should be enough to knock him out if I just get... Yeah, there we go. The only downside is 2 of my price, so what a shame. But I can just... Yeah, I'd rather boss out. Maybe I'll just boss out the other one there. But that's what we can do here. This is what I love about the deck. What I love about it so much. Yeah, there we go. They already did it for me. Unless I just want to... Yeah, I don't need to. I'll just boss out the other guy. Or we'll see what I think. But I really love Orbeetle Vmax. I think he's amazing. I don't know why. I just think the card works. The Eeerie Beaming, that's a lot of damage, and it's great on its own as a deck, I think. If you watch some videos, you watch this video, you'll see how well it really works on its own, and with partners, where he may not be the main attacker, but he's there to help up the spread damage. You know what I'm saying? And then what I like so much is what we do here is I don't think I'm going to use the Tool Scrapper because all I need to do is Eeerie Beam a couple more times and the Tool Scrapper will take the prize for me. I'm thinking we just start getting this guy out here right now and just start doing some attacking. Because he's going to GX next turn. He's not going to do anything else. So that gives us another turn to Eeerie Beam more time. I can do it another time. And I'll have the energy. Yeah. And I'll have 2 energy on the next guy. Tool Scrapper. We're going to be taking a lot of prizes this next coming turn. Because he's only at 160. We're going to be doing 200 to him. We're going to be taking 5 prizes for sure on the following turn. So, they can... Honestly, this is where I don't know. They do that GX all they want. Oh! See? Good. Because they realize there's no need to. They need to take this guy down. Thankfully, though, we're going to take 5 prizes and we're 1 prize away from winning. And it's a thing of a beauty, in my opinion. And now, here's what we do. We Tool Scrapper. Boom. Take our 2 prizes. Thank you. That's why I don't use it yet, because what? If I did it the last turn, get a little too cocky, overconfident, they could have had one in their hand and put it on there, and I'd be like, darn. So you wait until you do the finishing move. I love it. And we'll have boss for the next turn, in case they try to do something. How nice would it be to win with Rowlet, though? So, yeah. That's what I think is really nice. Now, they're going to have to, in order to win... Well, not win. In order to take at least some more prizes, they can't win. They're going to have to, you know, bosses order out our weak Orbeetle, because they ain't going to be able to get nothing else. So, he's down 40 HP. I mean, we're going to hit it for 200 again. I'm sorry, 170, but Eeerie Beam will do enough for it. That's game. The only thing they can do is bosses order out the weak Orbeetle, take 3 prizes. That's all they can do, but what I don't get is, I would have conceded by this point. There's no way they can win. I don't know. That's just me. I would have conceded already, because it's like, oh my gosh, unless they can feel like they can stall, force out the Snorlax, and then I sit there. Then we all have the stalling game. Then I'll just bosses order out something of theirs. To stall back, I have them waste their resources. And honestly, they gain nothing from the stall. They're just wasting time right now because they can't win. Orbeetle's gonna... Next turn, Orbeetle takes out Zacian. And I have 2 bosses in hand either way. So, yeah, I mean, the power of Orbeetle Vmax, I absolutely love it. Let's go on to the next one. Alright, we got our Orbeetle. And that's a capture energy, so we have the switches. So what I'm thinking, because we might need the draw, or I might just go to another Beetle, because I think we have draw support in our hand, right? But I don't want the Orbeetle and the active. My luck, it'll get knocked out. So we'll have to do it this way. And just draw 2 cards. Better than no cards. And there we go. Now we got an evolution. We'll get another Orbeetle. We can get another Orbeetle. Our one Orbeetle Vmax can start attacking. We're going against Cramorant. Thankfully, the max damage they can do isn't enough to one-shot Orbeetle Vmax. So, thankfully, and while I do like the idea of this deck, it just, if you get a, I don't know, it just really sucks when you can't get the bench space. Well, we looked out on one Pokecatcher. Listen, Nessa. Nessa. I got something to confess, a reason why, well. Anyway, no one mourns the wicked. Alright, so they can attack. They can easily take out my poor Snorlax. He gave us 2 awesome cards, though. And we should be able to knock out the Cramorant anyway. So I don't really see the point of malleting, but then, yeah. Because I can knock it out. I don't need them to use the mallet right now. Just start getting ourselves a whole bunch of no more Snorlaxes. Just to draw some cards. Yeah. If I do that, then I do that. No matter what I do, I don't want to waste the mallets. Just so I can draw 3 cards with the Rose Tower. There we go. 1 out. See, by doing that, I force them. You might be thinking, why did you do that? Because they only got 2 cards instead of, what, 3 or 4 extra on the draw, so they got less cards from the Lucky Egg. I don't feel like that was a waste at all. Less cards off that draw. But they're going to have a hard time knocking out the Orbeetles. Once they get into VMAX forms, then we don't have to worry about them too much. Oof. Oof. Well, I mean, good thing they have Nessa, but still, they've only got they got 2 in the graveyard already. Hey, there we go. They lucked out. We're going to be doing 180, though. Which is still not enough to knock out our Orbeetle. But they'll be down to their last bird. And they're losing energy again and all that stuff. That's the only thing. Do that. And what's good about this is, thanks to Eeerie Beam, I don't know, the play here is just kind of interesting. Yeah. And we'll just do that. I don't mind losing 1. Well, they end up getting, like, they need to get more of their Cramorants out. And that's the thing. They need to get Cramorant. They need to get the Arrokudas, the energy, the switch. They need a lot to take out my Orbeetle. Of course. See, they're a little too excited right now. Because they're like, yay, I got this. But then my next Orbeetle takes out that. You know what I'm saying? So they can only use Nessa so many times. That's the only thing about the deck. Unless you're able to really knock out stuff. But Orbeetle has too high of HP. Plus, I'm sure they don't know I have a Malilana. Which, why wouldn't you? This deck is all about the switching. Healing is a bonus. So I don't know if I should Mal it or not, because I feel like, just in case, you know what I'm saying? Just in case. I don't get an energy. Alright. And that's what I love about the Pokédolls. Just thinking if I should or not. Well, what should I do? Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Because I'm thinking of attaching and just going to the dial. But I don't know if I should. You know what I'm saying? So, like, they need to get another electric energy, lightning energy, whatever these things are called. I just don't see them pulling off too much. Nothing got knocked out last turn, so Oricorio isn't going to be useful. First research is not, you know, because now they need to get the energy and they got to get their little fishy chums back, and they don't have it. Yeah, I was right to do that. I can start attacking. I feel like I should. I feel like I really don't need to do anything else. Let them draw all the cards they want. They're losing their attackers. That's the only downside. They're losing their attackers. There we go. They're losing their attackers. Good thing we have that, but then again, I don't think we really need much anymore. They could deck out, too, because they're really searching. There we go. There's the 180. Do that. Uh-huh. Because I don't want them to take something out to knock out. To you know, they're gonna either they have no prizes or they're gonna have to knock out my 3-prizer. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. And then I doubt they have. And just in case. Perfect. Alright, they got a lot that they need to do. So I'm going to wait. Because they can't Nessa and Boss's order in the same turn. No, I'm saying. They can't. And I'm pretty sure they're out of Nessas now. That's the only thing. I'm pretty sure they're out of those. And what else can they do? So they're going to have to rely on, like, that, which I would have waited to shuffle the fish back in. I don't know. I think they're a little overconfident here that they got this, but you need to get the fish back to attack. You know what I'm saying? If only Rowlet was able to do more. Perfect. Get rid of their lucky egg. And yeah, whatever. Then we'll just Rowlet. Shame there wasn't enough damage done to him, but we'll just get rid of one of their fishies that they need to attack with, and yeah. Again, they're going to have to force out someone and have the necessary fishies to attack me. So either shouldn't have, I don't know. I myself did not see the point of that one. We'll do that. I just love seeing that magic happen. Yeah, we'll just Malilana. Don't need you guys at all anymore. On to the next one. And yeah, that's it. Amazing deck. Orbeetle Vmax is great. Let's get more of it. This has been
Professor TCG.